What is up, everybody? Welcome back to YouTube channel. As you guys know, I've been falling out of that whole looks maxing. I've been slacking a little bit here and there. One of the things that always get to me is the fact that I kind of feel like I'm handsome. You know, I feel like I'm a certain point considered handsome, but I'm never too sure because the beauty standard is completely different. I just hope it doesn't end in a disaster because that is what we're reacting to today. That's right, guys. Today we are watching China's deadly bubble face disaster. Now, I seen this one go viral for a few days, so I wanted to watch it because I got some stuff I wanted to talk about. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Hey. Oh, what? You're talking to me?
Jesus.
What do you mean? I always look
somebody
like
out of
this.
K-pop.
I mean, you too can look just like this.
Really?
Now imagine this. A new beauty injection comes out that promises you'll look 10 times younger. Completely safe, no risks, nothing. At first...
See, I don't trust anything that says you will look younger. I really don't trust it. I don't know. Like, I don't think you should be afraid of aging. Like, I don't understand why people are so afraid of aging. Me, I'm waiting for when I'm in my 20s and 30s so I can grow out my beard, you know? I'm 20 right now and I look like this. So I don't really understand why, like, over there in Asia, because I know South Korea does this a lot too with the whole beauty standards. I don't know why it's so high. Like, I really don't understand it.
At first, everybody believed it because for an entire year, everybody
She's already
came out
beautiful.
looking like they just reversed
Oh
aging.
my God,
Except
yo.
just right after a year, one day, every single person that got the injection,
Don't tell me
their
that.
face started imploding
Oh
on
my
itself.
God.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a beauty procedure have a honeymoon phase. We're talking about a beauty injection that worked flawlessly, a formula that instantly made you look younger and lasted for more than a year. And
Like,
just
I feel like not only is it the injection false, but I'm not saying like the whole thing is false. No, I think they are putting something into you. I just don't know if it's what they're claiming it is. What I'm noticing is a lot of them is reducing the weight. It could also be that substance reducing the face, like the fatness on the face, but you also got to keep that, you know. It's the same way, like, if, for example, if I went to go get a haircut and I remove, this, I was able to, I was to remove all this hair and, I looked cool. Like, my hair was up, it was styled away. It looked amazing. That's only going to be for that day, unless I keep styling it that way. You know what I'm trying to get at? Like, what I'm trying to get at is basically, yes, you're going to look like this for a day, but you also got to keep working out to keep that face. You can't be eating the same foods you eat, or else you're going to gain that same fat. You got to continue working for that face, or else you will just go back to looking the same. That's why I don't understand people taking this. Like, why would you want to look younger and like more skinnier artificially? It's not gonna work.
you wake up looking like a puffer fish. Chinese influencers have been promoting these so-called growth factor injections. And the way they sell it, it sounds like magic. One needle and your face completely fills out. Your cheeks look plump, your chin looks sculpted, and it was pretty much the secret anti-aging formula that people have been chasing for years.
Why?
Listen, if you were in Shanghai gatekeeping a beauty procedure from everybody, you're getting slimed out by every influencer circle there is and their doctors. And I'm not even exaggerating, the before and after photos look insane. But here's the part that nobody tells you. Give it maybe a year or two and then suddenly your face just starts moving around
welcome
on its
to
own.
Earth.
And that's exactly how
Welcome
people
to
end up with the
Earth.
so-called
Holy
bubble face
shit.
effect. And it literally
looked like
looks like
Asian
they got
when he
stung
did
by
that,
1,000
forehead
bees at
reduction.
once, or like something's growing
Oh
under
my
their skin
God.
trying to escape.
Hell no. Hell no. Yo, keep that organism away from me. No. Yo, China, y'all got that. Y'all can keep all the enhancements over there. I'm good. No.
And the biggest danger is that massive delay time frame that tricks you to thinking everything's okay. But I mean, things can just go south any
That's what
day.
I've been
And this
saying.
isn't just some
You
rare
can't
side
just
effect. You're pretty much rolling a
trust
dice to see if your face accepts it or rejects it.
Wait, so they can't even guarantee the fact that you will look like that. They can give it to you. That's 100% guaranteed. But they can't guarantee that you will keep that face and you will look good. Wow. And people are still taking it. This is what I mean. Like, is social media really that serious for you to be doing that? Like, I can understand if you were a model and, you really wanted to push your, image really hard, you would take that. Now, would I condone that? No, I don't condone, taking any enhancements regardless of what you need, unless if it's physically needed. And what I mean by physically, I know some steroids. I'm not saying regular people, but I know some steroids have helped. I don't know if it's documented or not, but that's what I mean by, if you physically need something, then obviously, you should take it. But if you don't take anything. Do not take anything. Like right now, if I really wanted to lose all my remaining fat, I could just take a pill. Like, what is it? Grotto or Ozempic. But I'm not. If I know I can lose it naturally, you know? Yes, it's going to be way harder because I actually have to put in the effort. But I'd rather do it naturally than end up looking like I almost died, I'm good. Quick intermission. Sorry guys, but we are so close to
700
subscribers and I really want to be able to reach it. So I thought if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will shave my head. That's right guys. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe. Anyways, back to the video.
And most of the time,
it rejects
it don't
oh
like
my
you.
God.
So what even are
like
growth
granny.
factors? Well, here's where it gets interesting. They're actually proteins that your body naturally produces, and doctors can use these as creams to either heal wounds or like recover from burns. Keyword, externally on your skin, not internally injected into your face. Because once you start injecting that stuff, it doesn't just...
That's what's causing the swelling. Because it's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Get out. It's like, oh shit, I don't got no place to get out. Oh shit, oh. Oh my God, that's horrible. That's genuinely horrible.
Into your face.
Do the doctors say that?
Because once you start injecting that stuff,
the doctors
it doesn't
say that?
just fill your face like
Do they
filler.
let them know about
it tells the cells in your face, hey, start growing. And don't stop.
No.
So now your face is just constantly
like
being
Pokemon.
spammed with signals to
God.
keep on growing tissue non-stop.
Holy
and oh my
shit.
God, imagine that for a second. Your face is literally stuck infinitely producing cells. Like
Ew.
the cells start multiplying uncontrollably and you start getting these lumps, this weird uneven swelling. And sometimes it literally looks like something is growing out of your face. It's always been like this. Cosmetic surgery was originally for treating past injuries, and growth factors were used to help.
This is what I meant by if you needed it, then yeah, do it. Because some people actually need some of these stuff. But, everybody now wants to be able to use it. Because of celebrities, idols, icons, they get this done when they also didn't need it. Some of them, they might need it. I don't know. But half of them, let's say mostly, all of them don't need it. They're going to have fans. They're going to be like, damn, that person looks so good. I want to have it like that. Ooh, that person want to... And me personally, that is why I'm keeping my body clean. No tattoos, no drugs, no alcohol, no enhancements. Because when I know I have people watching my videos, I want to let them know it's like, hey, I'm not a good person to look up to. I'm just a regular guy making videos, giving my opinion on stuff. But if you end up doing it, because I know I can't control nobody. I can't control people. They'll do whatever they want. But if they're going to, try to be like me, at least take something away. Is that I'm healthy and I'm not doing any of this stuff. So if you want to take anything away from, watching my videos, is to stay healthy regardless of how much is around you. Your friends could be telling you, yo, you got to try this new one. Don't do it. I promise you, it will save you time. I done it all the time. I live around, people that do, well, not in my house. But, I met people in school all the time that did drugs. I would always decline. No. They can call me lame. They can call me this. Just don't do it.
Now they're all being used for appearance. Many netizens describe it as feeling pressure, pain, constant swelling, like their face is inflamed 24/7. Once it's in your face, you can't just remove it. There's no undo button. There's no easy surgery to take it out. And if you try to remove it too early, it can actually make things worse. Like the remaining growth factor liquid that's in your face gets stimulated and starts growing even faster in random directions. Imagine just like touching it and then it starts to spread out even more.
Oh my gosh, she looks like she's wearing a mask. You know that one Mario mask? That's what she looks like. Hopefully it's on screen. Hopefully I put it somewhere on the screen. But Jesus. But can't they just use an injection and extract it the same way they injected it? Or is that not how it works? I'm not really in the medical field. I don't really know. I could ask my friend. He is a nurse. But I personally don't know if that's even possible in this situation.
Never
go to the sketchy clinics.
生长因子。
Why would you go to a sketchy one in the first
打了以
place?
后，你就会发现你的脸跟我一样，
Oh my
就
god.
显得就根本没法见了，
I
而
can't
且
even
你
show
打
my
完以
face.
后，它就一直长，一直长，然后你去切的话，它还是
You try to
会一
cut
直
it off.
长的那种程度。 所以千万不要去小工作室打这种生长因子。
Yeah, so many doctors refuse to even treat these cases.
Good.
They don't want to touch it because it's that unpredictable and it's that risky, not just for the patient, but for the doctor as well. So most people, they just end up stuck with it, and they're just living with faces.
They look like those Chinese drawings. I ain't even trying to be racist. You can't tell me she don't look like some out of those Chinese drawings, gang.
And even some people end up with these super sharp, unnatural noses and even chins that just keep extending over time.
Mega chin.
I mean, that chin really looks like it could slice a fruit in half. I mean, just take a look at this woman here named Miss Liang from Wuhan. She wasn't even someone who was chasing extreme beauty standards. She said she was fine with how she looked, but she just one day thought, why not just improve it a little bit? That's it. Just one appointment.
That's the problem. That little bit is what ruins everything. When you gambling, ooh, I made all this. Why not just a little bit more? That's what ruins it. When you're drinking, you know, I had enough. Just let me just get a little bit more. That ruined it. Once you hear that just a little bit more, you kind of gotta be like, okay, no, let's back up. You know, we can't do any more. We're gonna go down deeper, and we're not gonna be able to take this back.
After getting the injection, her face didn't just swell up a little bit. It blew up. Like, literally inflated. She described it like her face was turning into a balloon, and she said that she became scared even of her own reflection.
Now she looked like me without a mustache.
So it spread everywhere. And at the time, she did try to fix it, using surgery multiple times. Each time, the growth came back. It kept regenerating constantly after each and every repair, and doctors could only slow down the process. And this just gets really sad, honestly.
误打生长因子，之前每个人都说我很好看、漂亮，我被朋友骗去打的。
Tricked by my friends. See, this is what I mean. You should always don't let any outside factor convince you to do something even you feel like you shouldn't do. I know peer pressure is a thing. Me personally, I've done it before. Like, I've been peer pressured, but not into, you know, doing stuff like this. I told him, hey, no more. I don't care. We can fight over it. I'm not doing it. Because you gotta set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries and you don't let your friends know, it's like, hey, if you want to go down this path, you can do it yourself. Don't bring me into it. And if they can accept you for that, then you kind of gotta cut them off. Because you gotta understand, you're probably gonna take your friend's word more than your parents. So you know you're gonna trust them. So you should always put down boundaries. Let them know, it's like, hey, you know this isn't okay. I don't like doing this. I'm not going. I don't care. I do it all the time with my friends. We have arguments. But guess what? The next day we out here playing. We having a good time.
第一次打完挺好看的，就上瘾了。第二次打完，不到1个月就变形了。
Less than a month.
发红、
Face
发
became
胀，
red, swollen,
而且很麻
and
木，
very numb.
无法接受。
Couldn't accept.
Even to this day, she still posts on Douyin about her weekly repairs and warns people to avoid just even doing anything to your face. Now you might be wondering, how does something this sketchy blow up on a platform with millions of people? How are the clinics even getting away with this, even though it's an illegal procedure in China? Well,
it's illegal?
Simple. Rebranding. Because nobody's walking into a clinic like, can I get these illegal growth factor injections that might permanently ruin my face? Instead, they just slap a new label on it and they call it like...
So technically this is like their BBL crisis in China. Like, this is their BBL to what it was in Atlanta and Miami. This is what's going on to them in over there in China. Even as a doctor, like even the one owning the clinic, and you know you're working doing this for them, you know your whole job is to protect people and to heal people. Why would you be accepting it knowing that the risks and that they can ruin it? Like, yes, they are at fault at a certain extent, and also the clients. Like, they can tell them as much as like, hey, you're never gonna look the same. You're never gonna be and the client can still be like, yes, I know, I want it. Then at that point, it's like, yeah, I understand why you went through with it. But there should be a time where it's like, okay, we don't care if you want to go with it, just don't do it with us. But then I guess I know that they lose clients, so they can't do that. But it's like a weird thing with health. I just don't want to see it as business. And I hate it that it is business.
They just slap a new label on it and they call it like youth serums, growth peptides, or like face activation. I mean, these clinics know that growth factor injections are illegal for cosmetic use. So they just sell the same thing under a different name. Instead of growth factor injection, it's baby face packages. Because everybody and their mother is obsessed with the baby face aesthetic. Like, they'll post these aesthetic clinic visits where there's like soft lighting and then just some girl laying down.
And why is it baby face? Me personally, I like a woman who looks mature. I like a woman who looks like she's been here for a minute. I like myself with the woman who love themselves regardless of how they look. You know, like, why would you do this? I mean, I get it. Like, appearance is one thing. If you are handsome or beautiful, you do get different privileges, and I know that. But to me, I don't care if you're beautiful, handsome, or any of that. If you're walking by past me, I'm not gonna look at you. I got somewhere to be. Your life isn't gonna be making my money, so why would I care? But also, I do care about people, especially ones that can fall for stuff like this. Like women, yo, y'all got it rough. I'm not gonna lie, y'all got it rough. Cause us, you know, men, the only problem we got is we got the red pill people. You know, take my course and you can be just like me. Those people, you know. I got my problems. I got to talk about that. If there's any ladies watching this video, you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this, because Jesus.
And the caption is always like, finally achieving my dream baby face. Why? But there's one renowned influencer who massively blew up this year, and she got what I would say is the worst possible outcome from all of this. We're talking about a Douyin influencer known as Peach Blossom Baby. She basically became the living embodiment of what happens when you just go overboard with chasing perfection. She started young at 17, and before that, she's always had this intense awareness of how she looked and her appearance. She was tall, like around 1.8 meters in middle school, which really made her stand out. And she hated being tall. She constantly felt watched and judged, which made her just obsess over her appearance, to the point where school didn't even really matter anymore. And you know what she did? She lied to her parents. She told them she needed 200,000 RMB, which is around $30,000, to start a business with a friend. She said if it worked, she'd double it, triple it, and her parents believed her. They gave her all their savings, like all of it. And what did she first do? She went straight to get plastic surgery. I mean, if I ever thought of doing something like that as a kid, I would just be instantly banished to the Shaolin temples to train.
You know what I would do to my child if he came to me and told me about, Dad, I kind of need like $30,000. Oh, I'm going to make this business and you're going to blow up. You know what? I'll even triple and double it for you. I'll be like, okay, did one of my children finally become successful? Okay, well, okay, let me give you the money. And you come back looking like a beluga whale, I'm gonna tell you, you know what? Turn around. You're not my daughter. I don't know who you are. Step out that house and don't ever come back. Jesus, spending all that money lying to your parents just to look different? For what? What's the business? Like, even if you were investing yourself, like, to become an influencer, yo, gang, lying to your parents for $30,000 is too much.
Now, that was just the beginning, because over the next 8 years, she got procedures. Like, procedures. Over 1,000 procedures. 400 injections, and 200 of which were growth factor injections, just for her forehead. And the goal? Become an internet celebrity, escape the 9-to-5 normie jobs. Jobs aren't for people who've had plastic surgery. So, she created her persona, Peach Blossom Baby. Now this is where everything collapses, because all of those growth factor injections, they didn't just sit there nicely. Her forehead started swelling, and not like, oh, just a little bump. It started protruding outward, like a hammerhead shark. But luckily, it deflated, okay? It calmed down, it deflated, and it left a massive dent. Her entire face became swollen, unstable, and she noticed that when she pressed on her forehead, it would literally sink in. Like, it wasn't hard anymore. It didn't just stop there. It's mushed. Her facial nerves compressed so badly that she now has permanent, uncontrollable twitching. And you can see in all her videos, it has a mind of its own. Her face also became misaligned, and she even lost a part of her sense of smell, and she genuinely fears that one day she might even go blind.
6月1号，我从长沙坐飞机来的泰国。我在2020年的时候，额头注射过多量的玻尿酸，导致玻尿酸中毒。
Like, I don't understand why you go down to these other places. Thailand, you know, Turkey, all these other places where you can get these type of surgeries, you know, hair surgery, face surgery, any cosmetic. Why would you go down to the cheapest if you know those are the most sketchiest? Because at least if I want to do something to my body, I'd rather do it to the most expensive and to the most trustworthy ones. You know, I'm talking about the same ones that worked on a celebrity. Because why would you do that to yourself and go to a cheap one?
当时额头感染了以后，化脓里面都进行烂了，而且里面都产生积液了。后期进行开刀进行取出，住院了7天。给大家看一下之前的样子，我真的很后悔，真的很后悔。大家以我为戒，千万不要在网上打印什么玻尿酸、童颜针、胶原蛋白等一系列的填充物品。 后期真的会很麻烦。你们知道，人体面积感染超过15%，真的就是无力回天，华佗在世都治不好。我现在真的很担心，我头又晕，我而且还发烧，还恶心。
And it's not like she didn't try to fix it. She went to hundreds of surgeons all over China, begging for help. And every single one of them refused because the damage was just way too severe. It was too risky, too complex. So she's just now stuck with the face for the rest of her life. Now, despite everything, she didn't just disappear from social media. She actually leaned into it even more. Today, she continues posting as an influencer, like talking about her condition, showing the effects, and just vlogging her daily life. And in many of her videos, she does warn people about plastic surgery and even uses herself as an example. Except she says that she'd still rather die than stop. So,
yo, it's like me losing an arm, losing a finger. You know, I've been doing the whole wood cutting job, right? And I'm telling the internet how dangerous it is. Oh yeah, no, like, you know, you will die. You will find wood all over your body. You know, you will die. I've seen somebody get hit with a tree branch straight in the head, and the dome came out through the head. But I'd rather die before I stop. You were given thousands of warnings. You were given thousands of signs, and you still don't want to stop? Hey, what did J. Cole say? Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
Peach, once again, we're giving mixed signals. Of course, netizens were shocked. Her entire story and her face went viral, and she even became like the prime example of the bubble face look. Many netizens even crowned her as a pioneer for paving the wave of that bubble face effect. Jeez. So after hearing all the dangers about these growth factor injections, you'd probably think it just gets shut down immediately, right? Like illegal injections, people getting completely disfigured. Surely the government stepped in and ended it, right?
Nope.
And yeah, they actually did. The Chinese National Medical Products Administration straight up just said growth factor injections for cosmetic use are completely banned. And on top of that, national media also started exposing these clinics, and doctors came out publicly warning people, and there's like a huge push to stop this trend from spreading.
Good.
Nice.
Stop it.
I wish it was that easy. Even after the ban, these procedures are still happening, but they're just happening underground. And it's not really underground. They're literally just hiding in plain sight. These clinics don't just disappear. They adapt, they rename everything, and they tweak the marketing just enough so it doesn't sound illegal anymore. They have access to growth factor for general use, which means they have access to growth factor injections for illegal use. And people, without doing their research, still fall for it. I mean, you guys, if they can't show proper certification, licensing, or actual...
Why? I don't understand people that do these type of surgeries, but don't look into it before they do. Like, oh, when somebody is like, a girl's like, oh, I want to get a BBL. I hope you looked into that before you got it. You know, I don't understand people that just do it because, oh, her BBL looked good. Let me go get one. I don't, like, if I'm doing something to my body, I want to research it, see examples of the good and the bad and the middle. You know, I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear what they have to say. If it's something that I'm willing to take before I actually do it.
You just got to dip. Remember, a lot of these influencers who are promoting it, they're getting paid. And whatever happens to you is not their responsibility. You know what? I'll tell you what, guys. If you ever think of getting something done to your face, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking like me.
Jeez. You look like them K-pop demon hunters. Nah, but that was a good awareness video. I'm not gonna lie. Now, that is the end of the video. You guys, let me know what you guys think about this. And if you guys done anything like this. And women, if there is any ladies watching this video, please give me your opinion on stuff like this. You know, I really want to know if this is something you're willing to do. If you personally have done any surgeries that you want to share, and any experiences, bad experiences, just let me know all that in the comments below. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I just want to say real quick, thank you guys for subscribing. I literally just announced, not like a video ago, that we had reached 600, and we're already at 650 by the time I'm recording this video. Yo, I'm about to reach 700 by the time you guys see the next one. Thank you guys so much. Actually, like, yo, you seeing all these people? Thanks to them, and thanks to you. If you want to be able to see yourself like them, make sure you subscribe and join us, because without you guys, I can't do this. YouTube wouldn't push me, you know. So thank you guys, and thank you to all my credits. These are my VIPs, you know what I'm saying. These are gonna be the ones that walk the red carpet when I make a movie. Anyways, that is the end of the video, and I'm gonna go check myself in the mirror before I start stressing about how I also have a bubble face. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.